Hi everyone. So today we're going to learn about taking revenge and bearing a grudge against your fellow Jew, and if you're allowed, if you're not allowed, if there are instances where you're allowed. So it goes like that. A person who takes revenge on his fellow transgresses a sin from the Torah, because in the Torah it's written, "Lo tikam," you're not allowed to take revenge. In Vayikra, and even though a person does not get lashes for the sin, it is a very terrible character trait. So a person should understand that everything this world passes, and everything this world is avai. It's not so important that the person should take revenge on it. Now, what is revenge? So your friend asks you for your hammer. So you told him, no, I'm not going to lend it to you. The next day he comes back to you and he says, he says, lend me your hammer. So you tell him back, look, yesterday I asked you for the hammer and you did not lend it to me. So today I'm not going to lend it to you. So this is called taking revenge. Rather, when a person comes and he asks, you should give him with a full heart. You should not do to him the same that he did to you. And all the similar cases. So we also have David, Amelech, who brought a similar concept in Tehillim, that you cannot repay, you cannot do revenge to someone. And if he comes back the next day, you have to give him back you have to lend it to him with a full heart. So now this is for Nekama, revenge. Now we're going to speak about grudge. Anyone who takes a grudge against another Jew and against another Israel, so it transgresses a negative commandment, because it's written you should not bear a grudge against your fellow from your nation. So what is the case? Reuven Shama li Shimon. So Reuven told Shimon, rent me out this house, or lend me your ox. And Shimon did not want. So a few days later, now it's the opposite. It's Shimon who needs to borrow from Reuven. So, or to rent from Reuven. Said, you should know, I'm not like you. I'm going to lend it to you. I'm going to lend you my ox. I'm going to rent you the house. I'm not like you. And I will not pay you the same way that you've done against me. So many of us, unfortunately, we can think, this is very high. It's a very high level. You did lend him at the end. So many of us would think we're tzaddikim. No, the Torah tells you no. Since you bear a grudge, since you put it in his face, tell them no, I'm not going to be like you. So this already you did a sin from the Torah, and and this is the definition of bearing grudge. That person should remove it from his heart, do not bear a grudge. Because every time a person bears a grudge and he remembers it, he might also not only bear the grudge, but he might also take revenge. This is why the Torah was very careful about bearing grudge until a person erases it from his heart, until he does not even remember what had happened. So this is the way that the world can be sustained and can be lived, can be lived happily, and the way that the business should be done between man and his fellow. So we see the two very negative traits of lo tikam velo tito. They should not take revenge and bear a grudge. And interestingly enough, the verse continues, "Lo tikam v'lo titaret b'nei amecha, ve'ahavta l'recha kamocha." So how can you love your friend? How can you love another Jew? It's only by not bearing grudge and not taking revenge. And also, how do you get to this point of not doing those two things? So if, let's say, a person did something bad to you, so the Rambam explains that you should go to him and you should ask him for an explanation, and you should go and confront him about the wrong that he did to you. But you cannot keep it in your heart. And we also have another prohibition from the Torah that you cannot hate your brother in your heart. You cannot pretend everything is okay, but in your heart you have a full load of things against him. Because we have the verse, "Lo tisnet achicha bivavecha." You cannot hate your brother in your heart. So we have to be very careful with these. Someone did something to you, unless you want to forgive him from the get-go and not bear a grudge, you have to go see him and ask him, especially before Yom Kippur. You have to ask him for an explanation. You have to tell him that he hurt you, so you can ask for forgiveness. And with this, we shall all be inscribed and sealed in the book of life and Torah and mitzvot, and only good things for all Am Yisrael.